How natural phenomena, from the sun's orbit to the sprouting of grain, are presented not merely as scientific observations, but as spiritual revelations intended to inspire humility, gratitude, and a deeper connection to God. Hey everyone, this is Cleophie again, your host at the Cleophie podcast. Let's listen to the deep dive on this topic today. Please like and subscribe to this channel, as I know you all like it and want to tune in every day. That's the reason that we try to bring a deep dive on a daily basis. Hey Jack and Wilson, what do you like to share with us today?
Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're exploring Surah Yasin. It's often called the heart of the Qur'an.
That's right. A very significant chapter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So whether you're familiar with it or maybe just looking for a deeper understanding of the world, we think you'll find some profound insights here. We're talking creation, purpose, divine power, all of it.
It really ties those big themes together.
Okay, so our mission, like always, is to sort of unpack the key ideas from this source.
Distill the wisdom, you could say.
Yeah, exactly. Give you a shortcut to being well-informed about this perspective, one that invites us to see the whole universe as this meticulously designed tapestry.
Tapestry of divine power. It's about shifting from just observing things,
Right.
really gaining spiritual insight, seeing the signs.
Signs in everything.
Precisely. And that's why Surah Yasin is so revered. Its main goal, really, is to guide us to look at the natural world, the stars, the earth, life's rhythms, not just scientifically.
Which is valuable too, of course.
Yeah, of course. But here, it's presented as a primary source for spiritual insight. Every element, every phenomenon is an ayah.
A sign or a verse.
Exactly, pointing directly to the Creator. And this kind of contemplation, it's deeply personal. It's meant to awaken the heart, inspire humility, gratitude.
Transforming how you see things. Observation becomes reverence.
That's the core idea.
Okay, so when you start seeing the world that way, through that lens, yeah, everything does shift. Let's look upwards then, to the heavens.
The celestial realm.
Verses 37 to 40 in Surah Yasin describe these cosmic dancers: night, day, sun, moon. It's quite poetic.
Beautifully described.
Let's start with night and day. The daily miracle, really, the Surah says. And a sign for them is the night. We withdraw from it the day, and behold, they are in darkness. That phrase, we withdraw from it the day, it feels very active, doesn't it? What's the deeper meaning there? It's not just the sun setting.
No, it's more profound. That language, we withdraw, implies deliberate control, like you said, active. The insight is that darkness isn't merely an absence of light. It's treated as a distinct entity, almost, unveiled when light departs. And this rhythm, this universal back and forth.
It's fundamental for life.
Absolutely. It orchestrates rest, regulates biological cycles. Everything depends on it. It shows a creator who governs both presence and absence, a perfect, continuous balance.
Essential for existence. Okay. And then the sun, the verse says, and the sun runs on its fixed course for a term appointed. That is the decree of the Almighty, the All-Knowing. Now, this was stated when, most people thought the earth was static, the center of everything. How does this ancient idea hold up today scientifically?
It's actually quite astounding how well it resonates with modern astronomy. We know now the sun isn't static at all.
Far from it.
It's constantly moving, orbiting the center of our galaxy, the Milky Way, taking us all with it.
The whole solar system.
Yes, so it's a fixed course and appointed term. Well, they speak to a universe governed by precise laws, immutable laws.
Yeah.
And a sense of predetermined destiny, maybe.
An appointed term. Like even stars have an end date.
Exactly. It highlights the temporal nature of even these massive cosmic bodies. They operate under the sovereignty of their maker. And the sun's precision, its energy, its perfect distance from Earth.
Goldilocks zone.
Right. It all points to a design that just, transcends accidental formation. It's an undeniable sign.
Okay, so we have night and day, the sun's journey.
Yeah.
What about the moon? It gets its own focus, too.
It does.
Surah Yasin says, and the moon we have ordained for it phases until it returns like an old date stalk.
That imagery.
It's very vivid, isn't it? That
Right.
final slender crescent like an old date stalk. What's the significance there?
Well, the moon's phases, they're so predictable. Humanity has used them for millennia, right? Measuring time, marking seasons, navigation.
Essential tools.
Absolutely. And this cycle, the waxing and waning, it's not just beautiful, it's a symbol of renewal, of meticulous cosmic engineering.
And it's light.
It's a reflected light, yeah. A subtle reminder, perhaps, of dependence. It mirrors the sun's brilliance, and then there's its gravity. The tides.
Orchestrating the tides, which profoundly affects Earth's ecology. So the insight here is that every phase, every appearance, it's a testament to this intricate system, designed for precision, for purpose, a clear ayah, a sign.
So putting it all together, the sun, the moon, night, day. How does the surah wrap up this celestial picture? Verse 40 says, "It is not for the sun to overtake the moon, nor does the night outstrip the day, and all float, each in an orbit." Perfect harmony.
The order is breathtaking.
It really is, this perfect celestial harmony. Sun and moon never colliding despite their speeds. Day and night transitioning punctually. It actually encapsulates modern celestial mechanics remarkably well.
Especially that phrase, all float, each in an orbit.
Exactly. Revealed long before our instruments could observe or fully grasp such things, the profound insight is clear. This ordered complexity, this exquisite balance, it can't be mere chance.
It points to something more.
It points unequivocally to a supreme designer, a grand architect, someone whose power ensures this cosmic stability, and this stability, this design. It's not just in the heavens.
Right. It extends down to Earth.
To the very ground we walk on.
Okay, let's make that transition then.
Yeah.
From the vast cosmos to the terrestrial realm, the Earth beneath our feet. Divine power shown in everyday miracles.
Tangible signs.
Verse 33 presents one. And a sign for them is the dead earth. We brought it to life and brought forth from it grain, so from it they eat. Just think about that. Seasonal resurrection you see everywhere. Dry, barren earth, then rain comes.
And suddenly life, green and gold.
It's transformation.
It's the miracle of vegetation, isn't it? A tiny seed somehow becomes this magnificent plant providing food, this act of bringing it to life. It's a powerful sign, a reminder of divine power over life and death.
And an echo of resurrection, too.
Yes, many see that connection. And from this dead earth, the Creator provides our sustenance, grains, fruits, vegetables. The key insight is that this daily revival isn't just nature taking its course. It's presented as a direct sign, a sign of divine power and continuous provision.
The surah then mentions specifics like gardens of palm trees and grapevines.
Staples of life back then, symbols of prosperity.
And springs gushing from the earth, the miracle of water. Why focus on these?
Well, they're not just random examples. They're emphasized as deliberate acts. Acts of a benevolent creator ensuring life continues and flourishes. Water, especially.
The elixir of life.
Exactly. Without it, nothing thrives. So the takeaway is that these specific, abundant provisions, the gardens, the springs, they serve as proof. Proof of God's active, caring involvement in sustaining life. It goes beyond just impersonal natural processes.
Which leads very naturally to this direct appeal in verse 35. It asks, that they may eat from its fruit and their hands have not produced it, then will they not be grateful.
A call to conscience.
What's it saying about our role versus divine power here? We do cultivate, we harvest.
Of course. Human effort is involved, definitely, but the verse points deeper. The ultimate power, the power that makes a seed sprout, makes fruit ripen, makes water flow, that's entirely divine.
Our hands just work with what's given.
Precisely. We work with what's been provided and enabled. So the insight is recognizing this fundamental dependence. Well, it should naturally lead to gratitude, profound gratitude.
And it questions attributing it all just to nature without acknowledging the architect.
It questions the folly of that, yes. It pushes for a deeper recognition.
Okay. Now, verse 36 introduces something really fundamental, a principle of creation. Exalted is he who created all pairs, from what the earth grows, and from themselves, and from that which they do not know. Pairs. Everything in pairs.
It's a fascinating insight, this universal duality. It permeates existence.
We see it everywhere, don't we?
Absolutely. Obvious biological pairs, male and female. More subtle pairings in the plant world, even down to physics.
Like matter and antimatter, positive and negative charges.
Exactly. And notice that phrase, and from that which they do not know.
That's intriguing. It hints at what future discoveries.
It certainly suggests mysteries yet to be unveiled by human knowledge. Things we haven't even conceived of yet might also exist in pairs. The core insight, though, is that this principle of pairing, essential for balance, reproduction, completion, it points back.
Back to the source.
To a singular creator, one who is unpaired, the designer and sustainer of this whole intricate system.
In that grand design, this principle of pairs, it leads us to ourselves, doesn't it?
It does, to the miracle of human existence.
Let's bridge there. Verse 77 talks about our own creation. That astounding journey from a drop of fluid to a complex conscious being. What does our existence signify?
Well, just being human, our intellect, emotions, this unique physical form, it's presented as a profound sign in itself. A sign of God's power, his wisdom.
A microcosm of creation.
In a way, yes. The intricate systems in our bodies, the sheer miracle of consciousness. And the core insight is powerful. If God can bring forth such complexity from something seemingly so simple like a drop of fluid,
then recreating us is possible too.
Exactly. It serves as the ultimate argument for his power to recreate, to resurrect. The surah even poses the question later in verse 81, is not he who created the heavens and the earth able to create the likes of them?
If he did the big creation,
Then recreating individual life is certainly within his capacity. It connects the grand scale to the personal.
the surah also includes a historical sign, verse 41, and a sign for them is that we carry their descendants in the laden ship. This sounds like a specific event.
It's generally understood to allude directly to the story of Noah and the ark.
Okay, the laden ship.
Yes, a powerful narrative of divine salvation during a catastrophe, the flood. It symbolizes God's direct intervention, preserving humanity, preserving life, showing his absolute control over the elements.
But it doesn't stop there, does it? The next verse seems to broaden it.
It does. Verse 42 says, and we created for them from the like of it that which they ride. This extends the idea. It's not just about that one ancient ship.
It includes other forms of transport, things we create.
Exactly. It reminds us that all forms of travel, all mastery over the elements, whether ancient ships or modern planes, cars, whatever, are ultimately gifts enabled by God.
So the takeaway covers both specific divine salvation in history.
And the ongoing provisions, the ongoing enablement that allows us to navigate the world. It all underscores God's complete control and continuous care.
Wow. So bringing it all together.
What we've seen, really, is how Surah Yasin masterfully weaves this grand tapestry of creation. Each thread, the stars, the earth, the plants, humanity, even history, each is an ayah.
A sign, a verse.
A testament.
Yes, and they all continually point towards the singular, omnipotent creator. The surah keeps challenging us, don't just look. See, don't just observe, reflect. Go beyond the superficial.
Engage in profound reflection.
That's the invitation.
And that, dear listener, has been our deep dive into Surah Yasin. We hope this journey encourages you to live with maybe a heightened sense of awareness.
To see the world differently. Right, transforming your perception. So what does this all mean for you? Well, maybe it's about cultivating a heart filled with awe, with humility, with faith, understanding that this immense power, this intricate design, it can't just happen.
It points to the Almighty, the All-Wise.
And maybe that realization deep in the heart is why Surah Yasin is called the heart of the Qur'an. It touches the core of our being. It invites that personal relationship with the creator of everything we see and everything we don't.
A powerful message.
Indeed. So here's a final thought for you to take away. After exploring these ancient verses, these reflections on creation, what subtle sign of exquisite design will you notice in your world today? Something maybe you took for granted yesterday. Keep those eyes and hearts open.
Thank you for joining us for today's podcast. I hope you've gained some valuable insights. If you're a truth seeker, yearning for divine light and ready to step out of darkness, now is your moment. The truth is that Allah is the one and only creator of the universe. He has sent over 124,000 messengers and prophets to guide humanity, starting with Adam and culminating with the final messenger, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon them all. If you resonate with this message, you might be ready to embrace Islam. Simply recite the Shahada, the Islamic declaration of faith. For further support, feel free to join our WhatsApp group. You can send us a private message there. The link is in the video description. Don't wait until it's too late. We look forward to connecting with you soon.